Hey there, Mike Seifert coming at you with another video. Today I want to talk about business motivation and business in general. So, being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's pretty lonely at the top, as they say. And that's because there's not many people that you can talk to if you're in a certain position of, running a business or managing a business or, you're in charge of your own income. And, there's no one to turn to. So sometimes as an entrepreneur, you turn to alternative methods of learning. So what I do is I like to read books. And, I've read all the standard books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, for example, with Robert Kiyosaki. And, it teaches you about assets versus liabilities, the real differences. For example, your own personal house that you live at is supposed to be a liability because it actually costs money per month. It doesn't put money in your pocket. Brian Tracy, who's a great author. I've read a lot of his books on business success and sales training, things of that nature. Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, all the big gurus that are in that sector. However, the funny part is, a lot of these motivational people, they don't tell you how to get into business or how to get to the top, the mechanics of it. For example, there's, sayings out there, the lion at the bottom of the mountain is going to climb to the top. He's much hungrier than the lion at the top of the mountain, which is true in most cases. However, what they don't tell you is the guy at the bottom, the lion at the bottom of the mountain, how do you get to the top? What do? Do you take a helicopter to the top of the mountain, or do you climb it with razor blade shoes or whatever you call those shoes that however you climb a mountain? I'm sorry, I don't know how to climb a mountain, obviously, but however you do it, perhaps there is someone that can take a helicopter to the top, and that's if you have a wealthy family or somebody that lends you or gives you like $1 million, let's say. If you have the capital, if you can obtain it quick, because the whole name of the game in business is obtaining capital. Either you obtain capital through sweat equity, or you obtain capital by borrowing it, or you obtain it through family that they give it to you. So if you can get capital quickly, you can ascend to the top of the mountain pretty fast and compete up there. But the people I'm mostly interested in are the people that came from nothing at the bottom of the mountain that have to work their way up. And so when you're ready to climb that mountain, you have to think about what you like most, your passion, as everybody else says. I agree with that. I happen to like real estate and some other types of businesses like the stock market, things of that nature. Right now I'm focused. I'm focused on building a real estate brokerage company with a bunch of great people that I work with in my office. And I'm very happy. And so one of the key things in business, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, is to focus. I see a lot of people out there that jump to one business idea to another. And I'm guilty of this too back in my 20s. I used to jump from one business idea to another, thinking that the grass is greener. In reality, the grass is not greener. It's going to be hard no matter what business you decide to do. For example, if you're doing real estate, you're a real estate agent, and you see a friend that has an ice cream, shop or an ice cream stand on the corner, and they're making all this money. They're making $1,000 or something a week, or $10,000 a week, whatever it may be. And you're thinking, heck, I'm going to do that. It looks really easy. Just pop up an ice cream stand and go ahead and start selling. Well, it's not quite that easy. The things as an entrepreneur that these motivational gurus don't tell you is things like you got to get a license. For most of these businesses, take the ice cream stand example. You're going to have to go to the city, get a license. You need to figure out how, where your competition's at. If you're too close to another ice cream person, you may not get the business, or you may try to steal the business. But eventually in time, you're going to be competing with that person, and it's just tough. So you have to find out all these factors first before you just go ahead and buy this ice cream stand and get into it. So before you jump ship, just remember, the point of building a business, the point of a business is to obtain and keep a customer or client. So you might get clients or customers a little bit easier with the ice cream cart example, because people are walking on the street and they easily can, hey, there's an ice cream shop, let me go grab one, and it's easy. However, you got to sell like 1,000 ice creams a week to make any real money. Well, in business, it's just going to take time. And, you know, if you quit one thing too quick because you think it's too hard, you know, you're just spinning your tires. Those customers that I mentioned just now, you know, you still have to do marketing. You still have to, talk to people, network with people. You still need capital. You still have to buy or at least the equipment. So if you have absolutely no capital, that's going to be tough doing that. So as an entrepreneur, your job is to take resources and place them in the correct categories. You know, expend those resources in a way that helps everybody. It's a win-win situation. You know, you don't want to be greedy. I try to create value at our company. I try to create value for everybody here, getting their names out there, our agents, that is, getting their names out via internet, marketing, things of that nature, listening to people. I always like to listen to input from other agents and other business partners and people around me. I don't want to be considered the smartest man in the room, and I am never the smartest person in the room. And that's because I don't want to be. I want to place myself around people that are better than me so I can, up my game, so to speak. So, you know, that's just some business philosophy I want to share with you. On the flip side, if you're going to get in the real, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, make sure you put both feet in and think about what you're going to do. Don't keep switching businesses. So don't let anybody stop you from doing it. Don't let anybody tell you you're not going to make it. You have to try it. You're going to regret not trying something in your life. You got to try it. Don't let people burn your, try to bust your bubble by, telling you you're not going to make it, you're not smart enough. There's a lot of dumb people out there that make a lot of money. There's also a lot of smart people that are very broke and don't have any money. It's all in your thinking. It's all in your head. How aggressive you are, what type of knowledge you intake in your mind. Do a lot of reading. I read a lot of books in my past. I still do reading. Formal education's good. I've done a lot of reading with that, but it doesn't teach you the business world. So, it's not always who you know. I mean, yeah, networking is very important. You have to know certain people, but you have to be an expert in obtaining capital, talking to investors. If you want to get to that mega place in your business where you're, millions and millions of dollars, you're going to need help. You can't do everything by yourself. So, I just want to make this quick video. I hope that this helps somebody out there that's, thinking about getting into business, but thinks it's easy. It's not easy. It's going to take 6 to 9 months just to get set up. It's going to take you probably another 2 or 3 years to really get started and really get rolling. And most businesses take 5 to 10 years to really start making big money. But I can tell you this, it's going to be 6-7 days a week of hard work, and you're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices if you want to be somebody that is significant and create a business that gives you freedom. I think freedom is the most valuable thing, at least for me, as being an entrepreneur. Freedom is everything. Being locked down to a 9-to-5 job, is hard. You may make a lot of money, but you're trading your time for money. And, maybe you're a top manager. That's fine. You still have a boss, though. The greatest part of being an entrepreneur is if you don't have a boss over your head. The only boss you may have is your client. You have to please your client. You have to do what they say. But other than that, pretty much you can make your own destiny as an entrepreneur. That can go positive or negative. If you make bad decisions, you may not make it. If you do make bad decisions, learn from your mistakes. Do not continue the same mistakes. I've learned from a lot of my past mistakes. I still make mistakes today, but they're not as bad as what they used to be years ago in my early 20s. So just be careful when you're out there. Try to not burn bridges. I've burned bridges in my past as well. And, the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years now, I try to remember not to always depart with a partner on good terms. And, just try to stay honest out there and do things to the best of your ability and complete your task and focus. So that's my advice. Again, I want to thank you. Hopefully this video brought you some type of value today. And thank you for your time and thank you for watching.